games over at XpectoGO, bringing you guys the latest and greatest Porky games and Hogwarts Legacy content. And today, we revelio the new professors introduced and hidden in the Hogwarts Legacy gameplay trailer. What classes they teach, what clues the trailer gives to their background, and even some of their names. So, if you have not done so already, be sure to Lumos the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on more Hogwarts Legacy content. Without further ado, let's accio the professors. All right, let's start with the 4 confirmed classes and those professors teaching those classes. First off, the Herbology Professor, standing there with long red hair, an awesome hat, and rocking a lot of green. Her class will likely help us find and identify certain ingredients throughout Hogwarts Legacy to make potions in game, giving us an advantage while in combat. Now, even though the attire doesn't represent house, with all that green, you think she's from the Slytherin house. But her demeanor and even yellow sleeves underneath the green could hint to her being a Hufflepuff. Also, a Hufflepuff head of house. Now, since we don't have official names yet, we do have 3 names that were leaked a year ago: Cassandra Mason, Helen Thistlewood, and Imelda Reyes. And I think the name Helen Thistlewood fits this professor's name perfectly, reminding me of Professor Sprout from the books. Secondly, we have the Professor of the Charms class, having mad charisma and youthful excitement about teaching. He's the professor that will teach us how to use spells likely, seen even teaching us how to use the Accio charm. Again, attire not being the final clue on house, but he's wearing a lot of purple. Had me thinking he might be from Ravenclaw house, but the snakes on each side of his robe and a hint of green on the inside may even indicate a Slytherin house connection. Or he might be from another school altogether. What do you guys think? Moving on, we have the Defense Against the Dark Arts Professor, shown during our duel with the Slytherin student and shown stopping a Herbology Black Skull from falling on another student. Rocking a ton of blue, I think she's definitely a former Ravenclaw student. Her classes, I think, will show us how to combo our spells, maybe even learning how to use counter and protection spells in combat. Mastering her class will be very important to becoming the top wizard duelist. Now, we do have 2 other leaked names to use, and looking at her, she could be Imelda Reyes, but listening to her voice, I'm not sold, especially since I think we have more of a match with a later professor. So I'm going to say our Dada professor is a Ravenclaw Cassandra Mason, Ravenclaw head of house. Next up is the Potions Professor, who we saw in the first trailer and see in this gameplay trailer walking with a limp and even has a scar over their left eye. I think he got the wounds in animal form as an animagus or werewolf. Rocking green everything, particularly the green tie and light green vest, indicating a former student of Slytherin house, and currently, I think, the Slytherin head of house. Now, no official name has been given again. We can theorize that it could be Phineas Black. Now, I said Phineas could possibly be the headmaster we saw during the sorting ceremony, but Phineas Black was also a professor around this time period, which we don't have an exact date. So, if he's not the headmaster, he could be this guy right here, the Potions Professor. Phineas was also a Slytherin student, like I think this Potion Professor was, and also his hair resembles Sirius. Knowing how important potions will be to our success in combat outside of Hogwarts grounds, we'll be seeing a lot of him in game. Next up, we have the professors who I think are teaching classes that are unconfirmed so far. First up, we have a ghost professor who is Cuthbert Benz, a professor before his death, but continues to teach history of magic even after his death, straight from the books. His knowledge of magic and even Merlin could come in handy with Merlin's puzzles mentioned in the trailer and even our use of ancient magic. Next, we have the Professor of Flying, and we only see her in this awesome close-up and during the wide shot of the Great Hall. She looks to possibly be another Ravenclaw with her blue flying gear. Flying on a broom or on a fantastic beast will be just some of the ways we travel in Hogwarts Legacy. So, to master flying her class is what you need. Now, the last leaked name is Imelda Reyes, a Spanish name, and from her looks and sound of her voice, I think our flying professor is Imelda Reyes. Then we have another professor who appears twice. First, putting on the character's sorting hat during the sorting ceremony, and then seen in the Room of Requirement scene. She's wearing plaid and red, maybe even a hint of gold, leading me to believe she's the Gryffindor head of house and might even be a professor of care of magical creatures since she's in the Room of Requirement. But nonetheless, I'm loving her vibe, giving me Molly Weasley vibes, and can't wait to find out more about this certain professor. And then lastly, we have another professor hidden at the professor's table during the sorting hat ceremony to the right, rocking a head wrap. I'm getting divination vibes, maybe like a Professor Trelawney. I don't know, but I gotta find out who that is also. And Professor Fig, well, I'm saving him for an entirely different video. But yo, that is going to be it. That is going to be it in regards to the professors shown during the Hogwarts Legacy gameplay trailer. What do you guys think of the placements and the classes and even the names we assigned with them? Comment below, let me know. Let's talk some Hogwarts Legacy. But yo, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching the video and hanging out with your boy. If you have not done so already, again, be sure to Lumos, the subscribe button and notification bell so you miss out on more Hogwarts Legacy content. Also, follow us on various forms of social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links will be in the description below. You guys have a great rest of your week. I'll see you in the next video. Until